And welcome back to the channel. On this video I'm going to be riding the Lyric Graffiti X, and I wanted to start off of the bike because I wanted to talk about this bike and something that comes up a lot, and it was happening a lot today, so I want to talk about it. And it's the look of this bike. You probably already guessed it, plus the title is probably going to give it away here, but so the Lyric Graffiti X, as you just saw, looks like a motorcycle. And I couldn't believe today how many comments I got on this bike. The first comment of all, the very first comment I seem to get all the time now is, that looks like a motorcycle, or that's a motorcycle. Either looks like one or it is one. And that's the comment I'm getting quite a bit. And I said, well, it does have pedals. But yeah, that's the first comment people people have to give. And you know what, when you think about it, I guess I've been thinking about it a lot today because I get a lot of reactions. The second comment I get, they love the bike, the look of it. Stunning look. It is very attractive, this bike. And then the other questions I'll get are the speed one, as we go up a monster hill right here. Very steep. And I get those questions. And then the other one is, how much does the bike cost? And so that's one of the other questions that I get. But the big one though, right now, and I can't believe it, I've never had this much reaction to a bike. And it's not just in person, even online, right? A lot of folks, and there was one person today who commented and said that that's not an e-bike you're riding, it's a motorcycle, and he was never going to watch my videos, and he was going to give them all a thumb down. Well, I mean, it's to each their own, I guess. I mean, I bought the bike as an e-bike. To me, it's still an e-bike, but I would say this. I would say this bike could be considered a hybrid, I suppose. Kind of a half e-bike, half e-motorcycle. And when I say motorcycle, I don't mean a full-blown highway motorcycle. I would say more of a light motorcycle. But we could start calling it I could start calling it a hybrid. Because I suppose, it kind of is. It doesn't have highway speed, as I said, but it does. I think it's more than a moped. A moped, to me, I always think of like 30 miles an hour. And not that I'm going to be riding this fast all the time, but it does. This bike will go 50 miles an hour because I've had it up to 50 before. And so it does have the capabilities of doing it. Can't see beyond that car. I guess we're good. And so yeah, it could be considered a light motorcycle, but it's not a motorcycle. There's I don't know of any VIN number that I can have the bike registered. I don't think so. And so to me, it's an e-bike. And you know what? Regardless of what it is, I'm enjoying the crap out of it. It's an absolute pleasure to ride and to look at. I haven't had one single comment of somebody saying that bike is ugly. And none of those. They're all positive great looking bike. I've had a few people sounding like just, you know, people in my workplace interested, you know, in buying one. So, you know, it's not just, hey, that bike looks good, I might want one, is what reaction I'm getting. And the ones that are more interested in the bike, the price doesn't really faze them that much. But I just know that it's a fun bike in the 4 weeks that I've had it and been riding it, and there's no question this is the best bike I've ever ridden, and it'd be hard to top it. I think I left my turn signal on from the last turn there. I got to keep my finger on the turn signal switch so that I know that it's on. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Is this bike would you consider it to be like a hybrid? Kind of a half motorcycle, half electric bike? Or do you still see it as a total electric bicycle? I'm just going around in circles here. Another coolish day here, but at least the sun broke out here. We're back on the same road, but I'm going to go down to the light this time. I think I still have my turn signal on. I did it again. Okay, I want to turn here. If you're wondering what day of the week this is or when I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon, a little after 2 o'clock. I did not charge the battery this morning when I went out, and so I'm sitting at around 61.5 or so. It's bouncing around, it might be a little higher. So I think we're in need of a charge for our next ride. And I've left the signal on again. It's okay, I'm going to be in the bike lane here. but I'm eventually going to have to get a little bit into the road. I think, well, I might change, I might go a different way. Lots of traffic here. All right. The fun part about the e-bike is when there's traffic and they come to a stop, we get to bypass all that in the bike lane. And I'm being very conservative here in the bike lane, riding at a steady 23 miles an hour. Or 23-ish, maybe a mile per hour or two higher, maybe around, I like riding around 25 is a good speed in the bike lane. Now the battery's down to 60. I put his turn signal on. Probably not going to notice me, so I'm going to make sure I stay back. Lots of debris in the bike lane. Let's crank it up a little bit. Now 30 feels pretty good. But when you're trying to dodge the debris like I am a little bit here, you don't want to go too fast. You don't have a very wide lane as it is, so if you start dodging things in the bike lane, this bike does not have cruise control, but you know, really on an e-bike, unless you're going on a long stretch of road that's got not much stopping, I don't think you'd really be able to use it. If you're out in the country, on country roads, I could see being able to use it more, but in the city here, you have to stop and go a lot, so it'd be kind of hard to dodge that. Crapola. I'm going to get over here and get in the traffic. I'm going to have to. Coming up to a light here. It's a 99W if you're familiar with the area. Not too bad today. Once the sun gets up in the afternoon, it warms up. It's probably about 43 degrees, so not terrible. There's no wind really, very little. That helps. That light is pretty quick, changing. Keep my finger this time on the turn signals. I'm turning left here. That way I can remember to shut it off. I'll let this guy go. I'm sure I could have beat him, but all right, as we ride around enjoying our electric hybrid, let me know in the comments what you think. Is this bike an electric bike, electric moped, or electric motorcycle? Or do you agree with me it's kind of like somewhere in the middle? The guy up ahead, I believe he's I can't tell. I believe he might have an electric bike. I think I've seen him before. And it might be electric. And he's got golf clubs. Is that the same guy? Let's see. Can't tell. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. He's pulling his clubs with the electric bike. Had to give him a little honk, say hello. I don't think that guy even looked to see that I was coming along there. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to comment on this video or any other video, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. I try to get to all the comments, and I'm always interested in what others are thinking and what they interest in bikes they have. It's always cool to share stories and things like that. So once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, keep your wheels on the road. See you later.